Lesson 44, page 108, 109, talking about chords and the blues progression. If you think back to lesson 43, we were talking about the primary chords in C major, the 1, the 4, and the 5, 7. And we also talked about the 12-bar blues format. 4 measures of the 1 chord, 2 measures of the 4 chord, 2 measures of the 1 chord, 1 measure of the 5-7 chord, 1 measure of the 4 chord, 2 measures of the 1 chord, and then it repeats. So today we're going to talk about the blues progression some more, and we're going to play a blues song, and we have a new thing to learn. It's called a natural sign, and it cancels sharps and flats. So a sharp sign or a flat sign go before the note head. A natural sign also goes before the note head, and it lasts just for that measure, just like sharp signs and flat signs do. So if you look in the beginning of the song on page 108, you have E, F, F sharp, G. The next measure, E, E, F, F sharp, G, F natural. So that natural just means the regular note. And it says a note after a natural sign is always a white key. And that's true because the black keys are sharps and flats. So if it has a natural sign, it's going to be a non-sharp or flat. So that's what a natural sign is, and you can see it in the pink box on page 108. That's what it looks like, and we will go over that now. You have one in measure 2, measure 6, measure 9, and then this whole song repeats itself. So pause it, practice this song. Take a look at what happens. The left hand has whole notes, then it does a different pattern, but that pattern is quarter, rest, quarter, rest, quarter, eighth, eighth, quarter, rest. Does the same thing in measures 7 and 8, quarter, rest, quarter, rest, quarter, eighth, eighth, quarter, rest. Same thing in measure 11 and 12. And all of those patterns on measures 3 and 4, 7, 8, 11, 12 are all C major triads. So the whole notes in measures 1 and 2, 5 and 6, 9 and 10, those are all of your chord changes. But if you look at the right half of that page, those are all C major triads for all those rhythms. Mezzo forte, slowly, there's a repeat sign. So go ahead and pause it and work on it. And when you unpause it, I will play it for you. One, two, three, 4. Look at page 109, the blues for Wynton Marsalis. Wynton Marsalis is a great jazz trumpet player. He grew up in New Orleans, a city known for great blues. Wynton plays the blues with jazz groups as well as classical music with the world's finest symphony orchestras. Now the playing in the right hand eighth notes in a jazz style will sound perfect for the walking blues note bass that we are going to use in the left hand. Now, there's two things you can do, and one of them is play the C with your pinky, or 5, the E flat with 3, the E natural with 2, and the G with your thumb. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. The other thing that some people do is they slide off the E flat with 3 to E with 3. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 4. The thing to watch out for is when sliding off that you don't get that. So in order to try and avoid that, you play 3 on the E flat, 2 on the E. And you'll have more dynamic control. So, take a look at this song on page 109. It has an introduction of 4 measures. In the left hand, you have a crescendo and then a diminuendo or decrescendo. And then measure 5 starts your blues progression. There is no repeat sign. So, pause it and work on it, and when you unpause it, I will play it for you. It says to play it lazy, so that's not fast, it's kind of slow. Ba-dum, boom, boom, ba-dum, boom. Just kind of has this nice little, like, slow stroll to it. Let's take a look if there's any natural signs in the right hand. There is a natural sign in the right hand in measure 13. There's natural signs in the left hand all over the place when you're going from the E flat to E natural. So make sure you're looking out for that. All right, pause it, practice. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. If you have any questions, let me know. That's it for today's lesson. This is page 108. And here's page 109.